for Ruto. Ananiambia hapa yeye ni Ruto die hard yani. Apangwingwi.
Atupangwi. Sisi ni Asla Nation and we have great things for this nation. Once if you give opportunity to Dr. William Samoei Ruto, I'm telling you, he will do a lot. Nikona Gabriel and I thank for this chance and stay tuned and we are there to give you something good.
Yeah, Jimmy bana. Yes. Jimmy, hizi story bana za Wilbaro nasikia hapa mara Azimio, mara wanasema Azimio imezimia, mara Wilbaro is the way to go. Yes. Sijui youths wana graduate wanapewa Wilbaro. Vipi bana? Mnatupewa Wilbaro? Preview. Hello and welcome to the Gabriel TV. My name is Gabriel Mwakoma and today I'll be talking about youths and politics in our country, Kenya. Political temperatures are rising day in, day out. Two coalitions, the Kenya Kwanza led by William Samoei Ruto and the Azimio coalition led by Raila Odinga are on the campaign trail, each day in, day out. Kenyans are suffering with high cost of living. The fuel crisis has brought a lot of discomfort among Kenyans. Who will save us? Are we on our own? What is the position of youths in our country, Kenya? Are the presidential contenders ready to support the suffering youths in an employment arena? Today, I'm privileged to be joined by Jimmy Kipkoech, who we shall be discussing matters youths and politics in Kenya, where he is one of the Ruto's die-hard. And we shall also discuss what has the Kenya Kwanza coalition stored for us. Welcome to the Gabriel TV. As I introduce to you Jimmy Kipkoech, one of the DP Ruto's foot soldiers. Jimmy, welcome to the Gabriel TV.
Thank you, Gabriel, and I appreciate for the opportunity.
Yes.
It's not by chance and I will not take it by granted. And I'm so happy to join you in Gabriel TV. And as one of the UDA, Dr. William Ruto Samoei diehards, I'm ready to take this interview and I'm ready to talk with you one-on-one. And we will see way forward, youth's position in politics and many other things that will go. I go by the name Kipkoech Jimmy, and I'm from Kericho, and I school in Maseno University, third year. I take education, but in politics field, I'm one of the diehards for UDA. Thank you, Gabriel.
Welcome very much, Mr. Jimmy Kipkoech. Yes. And to start us off, let us talk about the youths. What is the position of youths in Kenyan politics? What role should youths play in our Kenyan politics?
One of the things that youth should take in playing the politics of Kenya, it's that Kenyans youth should not get involved in fighting each other. What they should get involved is they should educate each and every person in our country, from the village to the cities, to talk of peace that should prevail all along during election and after election. And also the youth should take part in educating our great grandparents, our parents, our nephews, and each and everybody to interpret each and every statement that is found in the Constitution of Kenya. I think, and one of the big roles that also they should take, they should look for something good, which whereby they'll be earning a little bit of earning, so as to support their families, their parents, and each and everybody. But most important for youth is to take part in enhancing peace and educating each and everybody of the importance of voting the right leader each and every year.
Thank you very much. We have seen some of the youths being paid bundles of notes or in denominations of 50 shillings to go and cause mayhem in political rallies. What's your take on that?
My take on that is I'm not concurring with that thing. You know, giving a youth 50 shillings in order to go and fight another opponent is not something good. I think youth should now style up and it's high chance for us to see it is good for us to make a peaceful rallies, a peaceful campaigns, and a peaceful election. Taking 50 shillings from a politician's hand will not even change your life, because that 50, as per our economy at now, the 50 shillings cannot even buy you supper, cannot even buy you lunch, cannot even sustain you for a week or for the whole day. So the taking of 50 shillings, I think that should be condemned, and we should preach peace and successful campaigns without fighting.
Wanasema siasa safi. Wajua, one of the political rallies I saw in the recent in Uasin Gishu, where Raila Odinga's chopper was stoned, that is not the only case that we're talking about. We're also talking about the deputy president's stoning of his vehicles in Kondele. What's your take on all this, and how has all this issue been handled in Kenya?
One of the thing, and as per my statistics,
Yes.
when the deputy president was in Kondele in Kisumu, that day when he was stoned, 3 of his cars was destroyed. But it was just taken lightly by the government, and they didn't even condemn. They were talking the other side way, like they were talking negative about Dr. William Samuel Ruto. But the reason one for Raila Amolo Odinga that took place in 10 soil in Wasingishu, that thing, in fact, it is even topic of up to date. They are saying that some of the youth took part in stoning Raila Chopper. That thing is not good, and should be condemned. And I think even His Excellency, the Deputy President of this country, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, apologized on behalf of Iten residents. And I think the incident of Kondele and that incident of Iten should not come to youth's hand. I think we as youth, we need to make something that is peacefully. And I think there's this president of America. I don't still remember the name, but he once said,
Yeah.
those people who don't participate, who don't take part in electing the right leaders, they will be ruled by the fools. So if we are influenced to stone a presidential aspirant car or a chopper, that is not good. The only thing that we need, we preach peace, come election, we vote the right leader, and we move on with the life.
Thank you very much. Come August 9 general elections, let us vote for the right leader. And we, as the citizens of Kenya, as the youths of Kenya, we must learn political tolerance. And to my other question, do you think UDA is going to eradicate poverty? Will UDA eradicate poverty in Kenya?
Very, very okay. Thank you for the question. I think, and in fact, even I don't think UDA will eradicate poverty. Why am I saying this?
Yes.
Dr. William Samoei Ruto and the entire brigade of Kenya Kwanza Coalition Party, joined by Mudavadi and Wetangula and other leaders that are in this Kenya Kwanza, and we as youth that we support Dr. William Samoei Ruto for the presidential candidates come 9 August of this year. The plans and the agenda and the manifestos that is carrying with him, I think poverty will come to a day whereby we will no longer talk of poverty, but we will be always talking of development. Why am I saying this? The bottom-up approach that Ruto wants to employ, if he will be given a chance to become the next president of this country, the bottom-up approach economy model that he will use in this country, it will go and it will bring changes. And in fact, the eradication of poverty, it will come a story of past tense. Saying this, the bottom-up approach, it's whereby all the resources that is always located to the national government, they will be all driven to the local government and to the formation of SACCOs, mama mbogas, mzee wa mkokoteni, and jamaa wa boda boda. The SACCO that will be open for them, they'll be able to take loans from there and at least to develop their businesses. And of course, there's this thing of creation and creation of industries. I think when they build industries, this will create employment to most of the youths of Kenya.
Mr. Jimmy, I think you're talking about that to someone who has been in government for 8 years. So, what? Why do you think this person who has been in government for 8 years is going to bring a change in 2022?
It will bring change. Why am I saying this? Ruto joined politics in the era of the late President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi.
Mm.
And by the move that he has always been making, he first started to become a MP of the Eldoret North. And as by the things there, when he was the MP of Eldoret North, a lot of development has been realized there. And he was also an hustler before even he joined politics. He used to sell chickens. He used to work as a trader from one center to another in order to look for customers to buy his eggs and chickens. So William Ruto, for the past 8 years, before even he joined Moi, not Moi, before even he joined Uhuru Kenyatta,
Yeah.
he was supporting who? Honorable Right Raila Amolo Odinga. But because of politics, interests, and differences, I think he had to change his ways, and then he joined who? The president of the country. And as per now, we can see they have done a lot. Construction of roads, building of SGR, even though it was a project for Mwai Kibaki. And of course, they are also they are bringing a lot of development, of which some of them we cannot mention. So for me, William Ruto has done his part, and is also looking forward to be given the chance to bring more development, as he's always stated. The bottom-up approach, the opening of small-scale and large-scale farmers, the micro and enterprises. I think all this will bring change, and is there to bring change.
William Ruto is there to bring change. And why did you choose to join UDA instead of ODM or Azimio coalition, or Kenya Kwanza instead of Azimio?
For me, I really like politics, and Dr. William Samoei Ruto really influenced me. Why am I saying this? As we can see, before even he starts to form the Kenya Kwanza coalition party, he started with forming UDA party. And then all along, he was the only strong leader in that party. As we had seen the formation of Kenya Kwanza, led by Kalonzo, Mudavadi, and Mutangula. Then there was this formation of Azimio, led by Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. But the steps, the stages, scheming, and strategy that Ruto employed until he made to win Mudavadi and Wetangula to his team, and then they join hand and form the Kenya Kwanza party. The agenda that they have, mfuko, pesa kwa mfuko,
Pesa mfukoni.
pesa mfukoni. They also have tusidanganyane. Pesa mfukoni, the bottom-up approach, and then development. Of course, the party is not based on ethnicity. This is a national party, and they want to form something that will bring change to the common mwananchi. And I think I am one of the diehards. I love William Ruto, not because he's from my tribe or what, but he is a great leader.
According to Jimmy, William Ruto, he is a great leader and is the best person for presidency in 2022. You know, Kenyans are suffering with high cost of living, poverty levels. So, in your own thinking, ailing Kenya.
What is ailing Kenya? Even if you ask a standard 6 child, he or she will tell you confidently that corruption is killing our country. We are ranked third most country that is performing corruption in the world war. So corruption, it has come. Like corruption is not even a new term to us. It's something that has been there, and I don't think if it will still be there. But we are seeing corruption is still practiced at the moment.
Corruption is still being practiced at the moment. So you're telling us ailing Kenya is corruption.
Yes.
We have seen various leaders being arrested because of corruption practices, and they are currently still running for office in 2022. Can you name some of these leaders, and if you think they are supposed to be in the ballot in 2022?
Yeah, naming some of these leaders, I think it's not preferred. Like we should even let's hide the identity,
Yeah.
but we can talk of the scandal themselves. If we talk of the Kim Warrell, the Tukwel, we talk of the Kemsa scandal,
I know, yes.
we talk yes, like you see, all of those corruption. It's not small money. It's millions of money, and all this money that are taken by the leaders should have been even utilized at least to build up the economy of our country.
You know, Jimmy, some of the Kenya Kwanza leaders have been mentioned in these corruption practices in Kenya, and they're still running for office and they're still telling Kenyans that they're going to eradicate corruption. Will a corrupt person eradicate corruption?
Yes, they will. Even if they took part in that corruption,
Yeah.
maybe they will change, and they have changed.
Yeah.
And I think we have caught.
You're telling us they will change or they have changed. They should have returned the money which they stole.
Of course they will, because the cases are there.
Yeah.
They're already filed, and the court will handle it.
So you're telling us that a corruption person can handle corruption. A corrupt person, can handle corruption.
Of course, a corrupt person can handle a corruption.
Yeah.
Corruption even started after our independence.
Yeah. Let's
say
talk about the present corruption.
The present corruption.
Yeah, let's not talk about
which
things
corruption.
No,
Yeah.
we are talking about the NYS scandal. We are talking about some governors which are actually which are out of office, and some are still in office but have been mentioned in various scandals. We talk about the Kim Warrell, the road scandal. We're also talking about the big scandal that happened during the COVID-19 period. That's the KEMSA scandal. Some of the leaders which were mentioned are still in office, are still running for office. And these are the same leaders telling us that they're going to eradicate corruption. Can you tell us how?
I think that question is a bit complicated.
Yeah.
And then I think we should get back there someday.
Yeah, thank you very much. We shall get back. The issue of corruption is not an easy issue.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's talk about other issues about youths. What do you think do youths want in the next government? Vijana tunataka nini kwa serikali ijayo?
Mm-hmm. I think the great thing that we youths want from the next government, and I trust that government will be the Kenya Kwanza government.
Yeah.
The most thing that we want, it's employment. Not only employment, but creation of employment by the incoming government. I think that is the most thing that we want.
We want employment. Most of the graduates don't in Kenya. There are a lot of things that happen into our youths. Youths are being used by politicians to cause mayhem. Youths are being used for political benefits. So we want the next government to come in and make sure that there will be no even a single youth who is going to be used to throw stones. Are we in the same page on that?
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah. So according to my time, it seems that our interview is coming to an end. But let us now have a look at William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza and the Mudavadi. Do you think Mudavadi anachezwa?
For me, by the look of things, Mudavadi achezwi. And the Kenya Kwanza alliance by themselves, they know what they want. And as a team, I think they always sit down and talk. Nobody's playing another person. I think there's fairness in the party.
There's fairness in the party. Yes. So, as a youth, where do you want the deputy president position Kenya Kwanza to go to?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, as a youth, where do you want the deputy president position to go to? The running mate position.
The running
Should it go to Mount Kenya or the western side, the northern, the coastal side? Where?
Yeah, the running mate position for Kenya Kwanza. I think the best thing that should be done, that person who will deputy Dr. William Samuel Ruto will be in a position to contribute 70% of votes in order to make Dr. William Samuel Ruto to become the next president. We don't want to base our argument at we want somebody from Central, we want somebody from Western, we want somebody from Coast. But the deputy of this Dr. William Samoei Ruto should be able to contribute 70% of votes.
70% of vote.
Yes.
Wow, I think that will make him, will give him a high chance actually
to win 50 plus
to win
1
50 plus 1
percent.
election.
Yeah.
So, in your take, how are the campaigns? How are the campaigns of the Azimio coalition?
The campaign of Azimio coalition is not bad, but we think we should embrace peace. We should spread peace. We talk of peaceful campaign. We do our own campaigns. You can even go to any part of this country as long as we maintain peace. We sell our manifestos. We sell our agendas. We sell anything that you promise to come and contribute. And you should not promise something that you know it's hard for you to come and do. Promise something that you know you are able to do what? To deliver.
Thank you very much. And to my last but not least question, much has been said about the betrayal of the deputy president and the president Kenyatta. Impeachment claims, assassination claims, much has been said by different people. So, who betrayed the other?
I think the problem between the president and deputy president, it's not an open talk for everybody. I think this is the personal difference between Right Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto. But by the look of things, we heard Ruto said even the president is still his friend. Like, I think there's some personal differences between them, but nobody was planned to impeach another person. And as we talk of impeachment, we see we are almost approaching what the general election. So nobody planned to impeach another person. I think this is just political. I think political play game. Yeah.
Political play game. Thank you very much, Jimmy Kipkoech, for gracing our show, the Gabriel TV. Much we have said much, and can you just say us your last remarks? 30 seconds.
My last remark goes to the youth. What I want to tell them: let's participate in this general election. We encourage them to do a peaceful campaign. We encourage them to do a peaceful election. We should not be used to throw stone in order to get paid 50 shillings. We should be used to preach and embrace peace towards this general election. Like we should not be used as an object of fighting another opponent. All of them are our brothers. All of them are leaders, and all of them are looking forward to leaders. So we should embrace peace.
Thank you very much, Jimmy Kipkoech, for your last remarks. And what I want to tell the youths is that politics is not a matter between life and death. Politicians are only working for their interest. They're satisfying their interest. Wewe kama kijana hapo nje, tafadhali usirushie mwenzako jiwe, usipige mwenzako kwa sababu ako Azimio huko Kenya Kwanza, or vice versa. Tuishi kwa amani na undugu. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa. Nafahamika kama Gabriel Mokoma na umekuwa ukitazama The Gabriel TV.